Why do some clothing brands blow up with insane sales while others are stuck begging for likes and have a dead Shopify dashboard? I've worked with 838 brands one-on-one, yes I counted, and thousands more through this YouTube channel. And the difference between the brands that pop and the brands that flop comes down to these 3 brutal mistakes that people don't even realize they're making. In this video, I'm exposing those mistakes. If you're serious about making your brand actually work, not just exist, you need to hear this. Big mistake number 1, time horizon for launch. Straight up, people take way too long to launch their brand. I've got brand owners that are taking 6 months up to a full year just to order their first batch of inventory for their first t-shirts that they're selling for their brand. Unless your brand has a lot of customizations to it, like my brand Therapy Wear, where we've literally got heating in the neck, back, and shoulders, and there's all this technology in it. If you're just a regular lifestyle brand, this shouldn't take you any more than a month or 2. There's something known as Parkinson's Law, where work expands to fill the time available for completion. However long you set in your brain is how long you think it needs to take for you to get this done, when in reality, you can get this up and running really quickly. A lot of brand owners do this because they think everything needs to be perfect, and they also have this underlying assumption that they are certain their brand is going to take off and that everything's just going to fly off the shelves when they launch. I've done this with several other businesses in the past where I was working on one for 3 years behind the scenes, working on this project, and then I launched and I realized, oh, now is where the real work begins, and I just spent 3 years developing this thing and I hadn't even gotten any feedback yet. So if you're one of these people who are taking really long to get started, just think about this. A website doesn't need to take that long. A few hard days of work and you can have a website put together on Shopify or on Wix. For your designs, a few hard days of work and you'll have designs that you're really happy with. There's only so much adding to those designs or spending more time on those designs is actually going to add value to it. And then what do you really have left? You just need to get a manufacturer to make the t-shirts for you and put the designs on it, and you can start selling. From the day that I thought of the idea for my brand K-Bud to the day that we launched was only a month and a half. And that brand did very well. We got up to $70,000 a month in sales. Be really careful because procrastinating your launch is often disguised as planning. You may be convincing yourself that you're planning and you're just getting ready for this launch when really you're just procrastinating, you're a little bit nervous, you're a little bit scared, and you just need to jump into the water. You know how sometimes when the water's really cold, you're a little bit scared to jump in, you're kind of like, oh, I don't know if I should do it. It just gets worse and worse and it builds and builds. And if you had just jumped in, it would just be over with. That's basically what you need to do. I'm telling you, a big mistake is obsessing over a perfect first drop. Perfection is a moving target, and you're only going to learn what actually works by launching and getting real feedback. Your first collection is not the final form of your brand. It's your first rep, like going to the gym. Your first rep doesn't build an amazing body. You need to keep going and you need to keep working on it, and that's when the real work begins. In a second, I'm going to share with you 2 more humongous mistakes brand owners make, but first I want to let you know that Apparel Success is sponsored by my buds over at design.com. If you struggle with designs for your brand, this is perfect for you. Just go to design.com/apparel success. Type in your sick idea for a design and hit generate. Thousands of logos are going to come up that you can edit and refine as long as you want for free until it's perfect. I've used this to make dozens of logos within my own businesses. If you're interested, head over to design.com/apparel success and you'll get up to 88% off at checkout. Big mistake number 2 is an overemphasis on selling in content marketing. Brands ask me all the time, they go, hey Rob, my brand isn't getting any results. I've been working at this for 10 years and I haven't gotten a single sale. What do I do? And I've looked at thousands of clothing brand startup social media, and the common approach for newbie clothing brand owners is they're constantly trying to sell something. They're constantly posting their clothing, posting their hoodies, posting t-shirts, posting offers for their brand, and they're wondering why they're not growing and why they're not getting any traction or selling. Can you answer this question in the comments below? Why isn't their brand growing? Well, whenever you try to sell something on social media, you're going against what social media is made for. Social media replicates socializing in the real world. Imagine everybody you met in the real world was just trying to sell you something, like they had something to sell you. It's off-putting. It's a turnoff. Nobody wants to be around you. Nobody wants to consume that. What do you like to consume in the real world? You like to go out and laugh when somebody tells a joke or they share some information that's really important for you. And it's the same thing on social media. The way that your brand needs to market on social media is you need to be naturally social and understand that people don't want to be sold to 24/7. So you're never going to grow your accounts on social media. You're never going to get that traction you're looking for until you just let go of this need to sell your clothing right now. Why do you need a sale today for your brand? Do you really? Like, aren't you probably likely working another job, or you've got some other way to make an income, hopefully? You haven't just dove into this and just quit your job and you haven't made a single sale for your brand yet, right? You don't need this right now. So instead, be smart and create content that people are actually going to enjoy sharing and consuming and get a laugh at and get value and want to join your tribe and get sucked in. And the common follow-up question is, well, then how will people know that I have a brand with clothing to sell? People will naturally discover it on their own. If they become fans of you and they watch enough of your content, they'll go to your bio, they'll check out your links, they'll see who you're all about. Just like how you likely know that I have an apparel success mastermind at apparelsuccessmastermind.com. It's because I subtly mention it for 5 seconds at the end of my videos. It's not the entire video just me pitching you on why you should buy this thing. Think of your content like gravity. It should pull people in, not constantly push products on them. If all you're doing is posting product shots, then you're acting like a street vendor, not like a brand. So instead, focus on making content that educates, entertains, or inspires, and you're gonna get much better results. Big mistake number 3 is thinking that there's a one-size-fits-all approach to this. One brand in my mastermind is successful because they are running live events and going to pop-up events, and that's just what his strength is as a clothing brand owner, and he's crushing it, doing like 40K a month in sales just through in-person sales. Whereas another brand, like my brands, are completely online. It's all through a Shopify store and it's all through running Facebook ads. Another brand is doing really well through content marketing, through TikTok, another brand through Instagram. There is no one-size-fits-all approach to this. The key lesson here, please remember this, don't forget, is that there's a non-linear path to success. What this means is that it's not a straight line, and there's so many different ways to get to the same destination. I know that this is hard to wrap your head around, but a really good way to think about it is, if you picture the number 10, there are an infinite number of ways to get to the number 10. 5 plus 5, 5 times 2, 20 minus 10, 100 minus 90. The same result, a number 10, with tons of different ways of getting there. And entrepreneurship and success with your business works the same way. You're looking for a skill set channel fit. This is all about aligning your brand's growth strategy with your own natural strengths. If you hate content marketing, then maybe content marketing is not for you, and you should focus on doing in-person events and in-person sales, because that's maybe what you're good at. Instead, if you love making videos and you love storytelling, then maybe content is the route for you. The best path for you is the one that you'll actually execute on and make this work, not the one that just looks coolest on paper. I hope this helps prevent you from making these mistakes within your own brand. Let me know what you think about all this in the comments below. And if you want to work with me and a community of other clothing brand owners, check out apparelsuccessmastermind.com, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.